In order to access the configuration mode, we go into the configuration mode, control panel, and we install the 967 password. Switch to English. We confirm the changes. In this configuration panel, you can see the model of the machine, SHT 350 or 360 is valid for both models. Voltage, type of heating, could be electric, steam, or either gas. For this machine is electric. Language settings, which access to the main configuration panel. And type of payment system, could be OPL, no payment system, central pay, coin, and this mode is for the simple mode. In the next page, we have the configuration settings, type of degrees we are using. We can use Celsius or even Fahrenheit. We can switch to yes if we have the humidity sensor. With this control, we can say if you want to read the real temperature or you want to read the program temperature. Next is the fire extinguishing system. If the machine is equipped with the fire extinguishing system, you can say select yes. Manual mode, if it is access. If, for example, the manual mode is selected to no, when we go into the manual mode, it won't allow us to join into. We will set this yes. Runtime. Runtime, that's the configurations settings. Doesn't affect to the program. It's just in case you create a new program. These are the setup times, right? The 35 seconds, idle time 3 seconds, cooling time by standards 3 minutes, cycle time 40 minutes, and the follow RPM are 38 RPMs. In the next page, we can find the max temperature allowed. In this case, it's 80 degrees Celsius. Number of programs available to the customer. This is now locked to 20, but you can increase or either decrease the available programs. Next is the no heating error. If the machine doesn't detect during 10 minutes an increase or the decrease inside the machine, in the sensor, in 10 minutes you will have an error in no heating. Temperature hysteresis, that will mean if the machine is programmed to 80 degrees, it will rise to 80 degrees, and after that, when it becomes down to 77, it will start heating again. You can select this hysteresis mode in order to doesn't reset the heating chamber or the heating contactor too many times. Warning of that you have to clean the white filter after 10 cycles. You can move it. This error is the highest temperature error. That would mean that it could have a fire inside the machine. So at 90 degrees, the machine will give an error message that the temperature is too high. Power kilowatt heat, that means the power installed in the machine. This is nothing to program. It's just something that it calculates how much consumption does the dryer consumes in order to achieve the program. It's just for statistics purposes. These two errors is just for humidity sensor. You can find more about these errors in the manual. Basically, I will say that there's no non-dryer. The 5%, below 5% humidity, it's not like a really accurate measure, because it's just, in the clothing there could be some different types of thickness of the material. So some parts could be too dry, below 5%, and some others still some humidity. So you don't want to overheat your linen. You can select 5%. So below 5%, the material will just stay for 2 minutes more, and they will end up the cycle. If you want it more dry, you can just set up like 1%. So when the machine achieves the 1% in humidity, it will run not more than 2 minutes. Code for programming switch, that's something internal for us. Adjust RPM, this is our patented configuration. That will mean that when you set up 40 RPMs, for example, the machine will rise up and below 40 RPMs in order to allow the linen to go out of the drum, and the out of the drum linen go inside the drum. That is something to achieve very, very, very good results in drying and reduce the consumption. So you don't overheat the external external linen, and and it moves around. To modify the auto cycle, you can modify the auto cycle during its running program. You can increase the time, you can increase the temperature during the cycle. You can lock with yes or no. You can lock this configuration. This is something that we are checking, so that you can find more information about the control automatic of temperature inside the program. Usually it's set as no, because it's only for small loads. And the last screen is just for the coin machines. You set up the currency value. For example, if we're working with euros and our percentage of multiplication is €1, we can switch to other types of currency. Additional time, that will mean that after the cycle is running, if you put €1 more, it will add 12 minutes. You also can modify this to, for example, 10 minutes or either 15 if you want to, let's say, give more value to your customer for that extra euro that he needs. Smart Spin is also our patented weighting system. If you set up to yes, the machine will weight the linen inside the drum. You have to have this option when you order the machine, and the machine will weight all the linen and will adjust by itself all the revolutions to every program. So you don't have to program the revolutions, it will self-adjust during the whole cycle. And we have, for the last but not least, the type of motor. You can have the freewheel motor or you can have the lock motor. So it's important if you install a new motor to check the value of this parameter, because the configuration in the inverter is different. Again, if everything is ready, you can press OK. It will save the parameters, and after that we go straight to the automatic mode to run the machine.